A half start against Serbia. The United States blew out the Serbians to start 3-0 in this exhibition run. They'll take on the reigning FIBA World Cup champion in Germany on Monday. Adam Amin, Bill Raftery with you. And against Serbia, Steph Curry, who gets set for his Olympic.
Team has been very unself. Ball moving, going side to side. There's an Embiid here with a lift and a back cut. How pretty is that?
For LeBron James in the jam.
How about that? They've done that nicely. The spacing. Great cut. That guy knows the game.
Well, you and I have talked about it a little bit. I know you and Jason Benetti were talking about it the other day. It's such a day. It's such a different feel at the international level. It's very much pace, space, and sharing. As Jones misfires and Curry has it. Outlet feed. Devin Booker with the adjustment.
You can't get
LeBron. The versatility of this United States lineup. Anybody can start a break. Anybody can end it. LeBron misfires. Embiid keeps it alive.
nice find.
It is Holiday gliding in with the left hand.
How about the give, too? Offensive rebound. Generally, you get an open three. Good dribble drive.
One of the best two-way players in the NBA. There is Embiid against a smaller Gabriel. A double comes from Omat. James cuts, James flips, off target, tipped alive, and knocked out from underneath the rim. It's basket interference and a point for the United States.
I'll tell you, they're playing with a
Perimeter for the United States is guarding Carlik Jones, who's been a 20-point-per-game guy at the international level. Omat pulls up over the smaller Holiday and gets South Sudan on the board.
He is
was looking for a foul, a save by Omat, a quick trigger from Cole, and a long rebound to Holiday. A quick outlet feed for LeBron.
Too easy. Tough shots. Opens up the floor. I feel they're on top of their game. 2 in a row here. Solid. Unselfish. Using the whole floor. A little run out. Big time, man. Whatever you want, coaches. A little challenge by Joel.
We got the rebound on the Jones miss. We're seeing a lot of quick movement up the floor off of misses thus far. Just 1 for 6 South Sudan. Booker floats it. Embiid taps it in.
How about that? He can get it going. Of course, any drive, a little leakage, a little help. Joel bodies up.
Gabriel knocks down the 3.
Yeah, they got to get something going. Man, he's an undersized 5-man. Again, getting down the floor. This time, Embiid.
And you mentioned Gabriel being undersized. He has the tough task of playing the 5 right now, and he draws the foul.
A little knee problem during the playoffs.
I thought he missed was written this past week. A guy who takes a lot of pride in the position that he is in. He had options, could have played for multiple, opted to play for the United States and wants that role.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Of course, Davis is a guy, lets them play in a different, they can play smaller, and obviously the impact defensively. A nice little bump to get that look.
Wenyen Gabriel, 31% three-point shooter at the NBA level, is hit back-to-back. Embiid bangs through. It's an offensive foul drawn by Wenyen Gabriel, a veteran of 150 NBA games.
They paid the price there with that step in.
Played for Sacramento, Portland, New Orleans, Brooklyn, the Clippers, most notably the Lakers, and then a cup of coffee with the Grizzlies this year.
Well, I think on the other end, as he picks up this charge, good footwork. He can spread a little bit. Use him in some
players that were refugees, had to battle through multiple countries, incredible journeys with family as young children, as infants, sometimes as babies. Many of these players immigrated to Australia. There's a 3, another one, this one from Marielle.
It is some sad stories and what these guys have been able to do with their lives. Luol Deng, for example, sacrificing, contributing. How about him? Doesn't need much space, does he?
Steph Curry plays. He does exceptionally well, and he's got a 3.
Again, lifting Joel.
Good positioning by Cole, and it's off to Omat. They're trying to get him into the paint. This is a triple off the side of the backboard for Deng. Good effort by Deng. Majuk Deng, after missing the shot, getting back inside and drawing a foul. He's got a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, Davis, I think, on the scrape, but they're a good offensive rebounding team. They get good shots, get in position, dive to the rim. A nice reach, Shaq, you mentioned. Nice save and then the cut, huh? Pretty.
Davis on the foul. Majuk Deng Spent time like many of these players in Australia. Couldn't connect. Dang the other way.
They've done a great job balancing the floor of the USA. And as I say that, they don't shut it down. That guy's back. Quick timeout. Impressive for South Sudan.
They have the lead for the first time today, and this is a name you're going to get to know, Bill, this coming season for the Duke Blue Devils. On the improving defense of Anthony Edwards, he was hassling the current Charlotte Hornet Thor. Davis knocked it away momentarily. Good save by Malawach, taken away by Davis. Outlet feed, Adebayo with the bam.
Big time. How about that? All because of the defense. And I've been so impressed. Everybody down in the stance looking to help.
Nice outlet feed from Davis for another United States assist. They have 6 of them on their 8 baskets, so a good rate going. Tough take, a left-handed floater goes down for Jackson, who's unable to finish at the rim.
He can make the 3, so you got to get tight on him.
McCoy with the kick out, another 3. This is the former Iowa Hawkeye, Peter Jock, who can snipe. There's one of them in Davis. Working on the future Blue Devil, Malawach. Tough turnaround, a foul, and 2 shots coming.
Yeah, that's his game, though.
Advantage of Giannis Antetokounmpo's athleticism, but Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo being able to essentially double team on the interior.
United States has to cut better, dribble, drive, and distribute. They're going to get a lot of nice looks because you just can't close out quick enough.
The defense and the lay-in.
He can rag a guy. Look at Davis sprinting the floor to help out.
Here is the Hornet, JT Thor, and he draws a foul on Bam Adebayo.
We'll be talking about this defense all throughout the Olympic game. Good.
Second team selection this year in the NBA. Adebayo's second foul, sending out of NBA experience thus far in 3 seasons. Played 60-plus games each of the last 2 years for sure. Parliament. A very deep connection to this country, so very prideful for Jock. We saw FIBA World Cup and became an immediate factor and oftentimes the alpha on the floor for the United States.
People got to know his name quickly.
Deep playoff run for Minnesota. You see his aggressiveness against McCoy.
Nice challenge.
Forcing Dang to drive, and Dang is able to bank it home.
Good field. Big time kiss, too. Jammed up D, you mentioned.
Yeah, Edwards is looking for an alley. He'll step back for 3, and that will not count, I believe. Just past the buzzer on the putback by Davis. So South Sudan has the lead through 1 quarter.
I think it was going in. Davis a little premature of a little step back, and the right call, I think, too, as well. But give a little confidence to the opponent. South Sudan has done it.
About 23 to 26 in the first 2 contests.
They've kept Jones out of the lane. It's one of the few times he's gotten the touch.
Only 2 touches in the paint, and then he's able to kick it out, and Shayok hits his second 3. South Sudan has a 5-point lead on their 5th 3.
You cannot overhelp.
South Sudan has a 5-point lead on their 5th 3.
You cannot overhelp.
The spacing so essential at this level. Now Gabriel and Davis, a couple of former Lakers, bang away there. A foul on Wenyen.
Anytime you get a good look with the jump hook, Shaq's so good knocking down those 3s and getting available.
So Halliburton is on Jones. It's a switch with the bigger Adebayo. The pull-up shot. Marlene Jones
sticking it.
His first points after he had 3 dimes already. One of the 3 dimes already. One of the top players in the NBA G League. In fact, the top scorer in the G League and an MVP a couple of years ago. Edwards, the step through.
How about that crossover?
And now back down to 5.
Well, they're playing with some confidence. Good ball movement.
And a deep one from Omat.
Oh, my goodness. Can't relax.
So now Tatum going to try to penetrate into the teeth of the defense, and he draws a foul.
A good play by him, too. Not settling for the 3. Get himself into the game a little bit.
Thor was in there. Cole picks up the foul. Tatum goes to the line. And this, the penultimate exhibition showcase game before the United States plays Germany on Monday.
I know you with your research saw this where they don't have an indoor gym that they could practice in.
We're practicing in Rwanda for a little while. This is a team that has not been given or handed anything. Carlik Jones got it to go.
And over Davis as well.
With real rim protection underneath, Jones is able to find another two.
They are hustling. An extra look.
And Shayok misfires, and the rebound to the United States and Adebayo.
Boy, he was wide open.
Oh. They go right down to Davis, knocked away by Cole.
Competing.
Well, this was a problem these last couple of games for the U.S. The turnovers, a challenge by Adebayo as Thor will draw the foul.
They're going to get the attention of the USA right now. This team.
The third on Adebayo. And here is JT Thor. Worked himself. That's a fun group. Mark Williams and JT Thor adding some length and size. Obviously, they played well with LaMelo Ball.
I'm sure they brought him
with an excellent rebound from the guard spot.
This is where they're tough on play.
That is Cole. Misses, but draws the foul.
Cole with a nice play getting down the floor. They push it and take advantage of any of those looks. The dribble, kick, and right now, just get them organized. Don't take the three, but the closeout. Not as effective. Blew by. A lot of confidence getting things done on the offensive end. Kicking the ball. And early in the game, U.S.
Bull Cole then went to, as many of these young men did, high school in Australia. There's a large percentage of South Sudanese that are raised and go to high school in Australia.
Scraping, and look at this.
Carlik Jones finding Shayok, who had to adjust as he stumbled a little bit, but suddenly it's a 12-point lead for South Sudan. Start in the second quarter for South Sudan.
Yeah, that brings a lot of energy, and Jones gets to the rim.
And one for Carlik Jones, who is feeling himself right now.
He loves to go right, but that time so effective. Going left. Goodness. They are impressive early. Little dribble drive, lead him to the big guy, but a heck of a delivery with the kiss.
Atford had a great couple of years, transfers to Louisville, all ACC, and was a dynamite scorer first 14 minutes so far.
He had double-doubles, 3 of them in the World Cup, too.
Huge scorer, huge assist guy. Embiid finally snaps the funk.
This is where they're going to get back in it. I'm impressed.
Very much
with
so.
South Sudan. Absolutely. Is that a foul? They're going to foul?
They'll say no foul. They'll let the physical play go, and I think that's where some of the confusion is. Because it feels like it should either be a foul on Curry or out of bounds to the United States. Instead, 8 to shoot.
Another argument lost. Are they going to review it?
A whistle here, so we'll have a stoppage.
Open looks. Finding people off the bounce. Oh, they got a discard here.
Curry was trying to battle through Bull Cole, who lived up to the name there. And that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. LeBron and Curry teaming up for the first time at the Olympics. They're down 13, though. Countries.
Watching this game, there should be a bunch of surprises, though. Nobody talked too much about this club.
Embiid, that mismatch inside, Majuk Deng will pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. Be a little more physical, a little more post-up.
Yeah, as well. Curry has hit the only one for the U.S. Embiid in the U.S., both teams, in fact, in the bonus for the rest of the period.
Well, Joel, as you get along in the tournament here, the Olympics, he's going to have to do a really good job defensively because the ability of screening by bigs and
the quickness on defense in this international game that's so predicated on spacing. That's why Davis and Adebayo are such keys off the bench. There is this young touch.
They're talking about him inside with a little jump hook, stepping out, drilling.
And Malawach got back defensively. He may have been the man who ends up with the foul as Majuk Deng joined on the defense against Embiid.
You like to say USA is slugging.
Surprised the U.S. the most.
Yeah, alarming, really.
This time he knocks down both. He go down first and foremost.
Right.
The ball movement has to be paramount, and I think the U.S. is still a little bit in that feeling out process.
Sticky. I'll tell you, the way the impact is that the closeouts are much longer.
Sure.
And that's part of the ball movement. Steph actually had a pretty good look, and a little sidestep gets him to the free throw line. It's the overhelp.
Okay.
And jamming it up. So it's probably both.
Curry had the defense on Jones, who finds Deng on a nifty feed. Well, Holiday right back on Carlik Jones. Such a cog for this South Sudanese team.
Look at the open middle, so you've got to stay at home on a show tough shot.
Wow, Shayna puts it down while Booker was aiming.
Well, they are playing confidently.
That's an angry drive by
Sure was.
James.
A message, maybe. It was they trying to step it up a little bit.
Booker on defense, running with Holiday. And True puts it home.
And relax. Quick timeout. If they're going to get back in it, it's that defensive end.
A little bit of a defensive surge, and you've said this twice already in this half, Bill. It has to start at the defensive end of the ball.
Too talented. Too many guys contribute. Look at this. Aggressive D and knock it down.
James trying to stick with Jones, and Carlik Jones is not afraid of anybody.
Wow, he'll be looking at this tape.
James, the spin into traffic and a foul.
Once he makes his mind up, clear it. Be looking at this tape.
James, the spin into traffic and a foul.
Once he makes his mind up, clear it. He's going to take you right to the rim.
Well, Carlik Jones, I got a chance to see him up close. He's trying to earn a full-time
Available.
Leads the way with 9 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. It's a very old adage.
They've done a nice job when he was on the bench as well.
Again, some of the depth this roster today. So the challenge and the depth, impressive for Deng and Ivy and company. A minute left in the second. It's Thor separating from Davis.
How about that? Again, one-on-one. Ability to take their guy, whether it's to the rim or the jumper to step back.
Shooting sick fly on the wall for Steve Kerr's thoughts at halftime. Tough drive and a foul drawn by JT Thor as he ran towards Booker.
I think you're right. Booker trying to stop it.
Second on Devin Booker.
They play with this confidence, the movement.
Establish just some of the talent we've seen and how exceptionally well they've played for at least a half thus far, leading by 16, their largest. Edwards, James, LeBron, aggressive.
Wow. How about that? How did he stay in the air that long, able to finish on the reverse?
A chance at a three-point play and a foul against South Sudan on Detch.
Probably watch them press at the end of this, see if they can get another one after the free throw. Boy, he is strong. Goodness. Lower that shoulder.
James leading the charge with a dozen. They've scored 20 points in this quarter, 10 at the free throw line. Taking the spot of Halliburton with this unit. Well, here is Edwards. Takes the jumper, will not go. The tap back by Adebayo into the hands of Davis, and he got it home.
And Bam kept it alive. Able to finish for Davis.
Here's Edwards working on Gabriel. Good defense by Wenyon. Tatum on Omat. Stretch drive at one.
That upper body. Again, Davis just spread a little bit, gave that open alley for Tatum to get to the rim.
First field goal for Jason Tatum.
It might get him going, too. Been a little sluggish of late.
Well, you said spread. Again, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with it, no defensive 3-second. So you can jam two defenders. Colorado Springs had the growth spurt before he ever played a college game. Two-time All-American at the Division II level before going to Colorado. Good defense by Tatum.
Yeah, good hands.
Shayok, though, has been hot. Oh, my goodness! Oh, Mott!
How about that? Looney with the finish.
The former Baylor Bear. A little prowl at the rim.
And that's in the scatter report, too. They do crash beautifully.
There is Tatum. Into Gabriel. Turnaround jumper, tough shot. Davis battling, Davis's effort. He was impressive during the qualifiers last February that got South Sudan to the World Cup and then played very well during the World Cup. Anunwa Omat, Nooni, as he's known. Davis hits a pair. He's got 6 points now. 57%.
Nice step through.
Rejected, though, by Davis, who came over for the recovery on defense.
What a great read.
Both players with nice work there.
Absolutely. Even defensively here, the containment in the lane and then the step through. Big-time bailout.
That's what you saw so much of against Serbia. That secondary help from Anthony Davis. Played a high number of games. Inside off the inbound. It's good for Cole. Excellent out-of-bounds play.
Overload right. Nice dive.
And Carlik Jones continues to distribute 7 assists for the G League MVP. White to a wide-open Edwards. Omat missed it that time, and finally the U.S. hits a 3, just their second on 14 tries.
And the first time a little faulty closeout by Omat.
And what had been a double.
I can identify they love that corner jack 3.
Into Davis against Gabriel. The shifty maneuvering in the deuce.
Took advantage of size.
Against the South Zone with the bench unit to start the second half.
Nice pass.
Big to big, and they take advantage of another mismatch with the guard Jones.
Good ball movement, no question about it. Jones caught down low. Playing with a little juice right now. This is just beautiful footwork, poise, the ability to finish both ends of the floor. Davis plays like this. This is a different unit.
The U.S. is tripped.
Has showed signs offensively on a consistent basis during this tournament as well.
It's a third Derek White to the mix.
I think their coverage has improved as well. They're much more of a challenge on shots. Automatic switching.
Well, that's the other thing with this lineup, a little bit more defensive versatility. Maluach, the future Blue Devil, knocks down a 3.
You can just see Davis caught too much distance on the closeout.
Adebayo against the smaller Shayok. The double by Jones.
Nice look.
For Tatum, for Davis. Will not go. Got his own miss and draws the foul.
Boy, he is possessed. So much more activity. The ability defensively.
Doubts, right? That was another step. Maybe at the NBA level, based on spacing, Davis doesn't have, or with that same gait, he probably ends up with the closeout. But with the spacing here, you think that made John Shire smile a little bit when he sees Maluach knocking down a triple?
You know what? I didn't see that in watching the games that they played.
Switch, as we can with this lineup with Davis.
A little stagger Thor.
This fires on a 3, long rebound. Maluach saved it, but 2 on Bio.
Nice give.
Tatum lost it on the crossover attempt. Another U.S. turnover, and leads to a Shayok triple, his 4th of the game.
Boy, they burn you on that early transition. Lighten it up. Great delivery on the pass.
Mariel Shayok, former Virginia Cavalier and Iowa State Cyclone, with 17 points and no Kevin Durant yet. Holiday on Jones, looking for the deuce, and somehow got his own miss against James. Shayok looking for another triple!
How about him spotting up? And the recognition
level has knocked down 5 of 8 and has 20 points today.
Look how they're jamming it up, letting it force it a deep shot, taking advantage of LeBron.
Just the 3rd United States 3 on 16 tries, eventually by Embiid, who stumbles to get it to Booker. And Devin Booker trying to get going, running into 2 defenders.
Nice call. Holiday alert on the cut, but great vision. And a big fella.
Second dime for LeBron James. Lead back down to 6. Lead back down to 6. It is 4. Drawing the contact on Embiid and 1.
I got to know it's his left hand, too. Got to take it away. Really attack gets the big guy backpedaling. But right here, look at this dive to the rim. Exuding confidence.
JT Thor, excellent work off the bench. James, they gave him a lot of space to get to the paint. Getting the defense. Defense in the air, and Thor came over with the block.
That is where they hurt you in the early offense.
It's Thor against the smaller Holiday and a reach-in foul. Bonus action for both teams, so 2 shots for JT Thor.
Boy, how impressive they've been. But here, the little drop step, everybody converse. A little power at the rim, but not backing off at all. You can see that. You got to kick that one out. Took the hit.
U.S. got to within 5 points. And right back up to an 11-point South Sudanese advantage. It's James with Majuk Deng guarding. Curry moving away from the ball to get the 3.
He circled the floor, stepped nice bumps on the baseline. LeBron with the patience to...
Here is Booker. Into the teeth of Thor. Left it short. And last touched by Booker. It'll be South Sudan ball.
Well, they've done a pretty good job collectively, defensively. Thor keeps him in front. Just aggressive, both ends of the...
James with the jam and the foul. A flex from LeBron James to try to reignite the United States.
They get back in. It's got to be on the D. A terrific play right here. Just look at this strength. The quickness.
Gets the steal to start the break for James.
Boy, that flex reminded me of you at the pregame meal.
I was very excited about that sandwich. His 2-way play. 90 seconds for the third. James with space. Looking for Curry. Flip back to James. Got in the air. Found Holiday behind the back. Fires the jumper and connects.
Well, you can see a different LeBron. Single necessary. Finding people.
Shayaka, another heat check 3. The U.S. on its longest run of the game. They've scored the last 8. Looking for more. It's Booker! He ties the game at 76 on an 11-0 United States run.
And the
16-15 at the 3:46 mark of the opening quarter. Shea got his hands on it. Curry runs it down. A very deep Curry three!
wow.
For the United States lead.
How about it? Early dagger.
That ignites the crowd in London. The rage. It's LeBron. Off to Embiid. Got it back and scored it to beat the buzzer. And the United States, after a 44-point first half, puts up 37 in the third to regain the advantage.
Call his name at all. Embiid with a pretty good defensive set this trip.
Yep.
Showed big, recovered.
Had to switch on multiple players. Now he goes right down against the smaller Jones.
Good read. Haven't seen much of that low post up. LeBron's been a big factor in his flow too.
And he finds Holiday 4-on-3. In and out. Rebound to Carly Jones, who has 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 9 points. Jock, a triple try. His second of the night.
First faulty recovery. They've been getting back stakes.
Assist. As much as we praised South Sudan in the first half, Carly Jones should be a name all of you remember. Embiid knocks it down.
Nice 2-man play.
Now Jones against Holiday, using that screen from Gabriel.
Here's where you got to stay at home.
Embiid against the guard. Jones tries to work off the dribble. Put back is into Wenyan Gabriel.
Nice job there. Of course, the D was...
And if he scores a point, that is going to be a historic triple-double for Carly Jones in South Sudan.
He may get his spot in the league the way he's playing.
It is Gabriel for 3. The league is open in London. Few
Kiss.
Most experienced NBA player for South Sudan. And his former teammate with the Lakers, LeBron James, hits the 7th U.S. 3.
He has been magnificent.
Stand up. LeBron Bull trying to stand up LeBron James. James taking on the challenge. On the drive.
Oh, showing it all. Depth with the left.
LeBron with 21, his best offensive game. Another point will give him the rarest of rare, the triple-double for South Sudan. is a triple-double for Carlik Jones.
Well, a nice set play, too. The handoff and then the aggressive drive.
Nice move by with a big heart.
Listen, you should be his agent.
Pitching him hard, I guess, tonight. Well, he's earned it tonight. If I am his agent, I'm showing everybody this tape.
Rightfully so, though. He has been...
South Sudan held the lead for 23 minutes of this game. They were a 43.5-point underdog.
Sack and release.
It is Jones bodying his way to the rim against Anthony Edwards.
This kid is good and clever.
Rick White here. The floater, Davis.
How about the hesitation, the peak? A nice dive by Davis. White. Beautiful setup.
3 assists for Derek White. He's only played in the second half. Gabriel shut off by Anthony Davis in a travel.
Intimidating. Good.
He's had a nice shooting night, but it's cooled off. Maluach unable to finish.
And they are terrific in the early offense.
It's Tatum. On the drive, switching the hand to the left.
How good was that? The dexterity.
This is the second bucket for Tatum. He's got 7 off the bench for the U.S., which leads by 5 with 4:15 remaining. Minutes left in a 5-point United States lead.
Bam's really handled the ball well. Nice cut. Unselfish. Unselfish.
Bam, White, Davis. Everybody touching it for a chance at 3.
That was pretty. Bam has been solid.
Agreed.
Handling basketball, making good decisions. We know we can do defensively, but there's that extra look. Boy, White, terrific. Solid performance as well. A lot of stars.
They've recovered nicely in this second half.